What up, Aggies? And anybody else watching, this is your boy A&T-roy with report number 30 of the unofficial-ish A&T athletics report. Just a few things this week. Athletics is slowing down. Looks like we're only going to have, I think, softball, baseball, and track and field. There may be some bowling going on, but we'll see. I'll tell you a little bit about that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Last week, our men and women's track and field teams, participated in the Aggie Classic and the Drake Relays. And I didn't know a whole lot about the Drake Relays. I was a little surprised to see it. But as it turns out, the Drake Relays is a pretty big deal. A pretty big deal. So our men and women both did very well at the Drake Relays. If you would go to ncataggies.com and go to track and field, and you'll see the detailed information about what went on. I will say that as a couple highlights, our young ladies in the 4x100, they won. Beat actually the University of Houston, who is coached by Carl Lewis and I think Carl Burrell. I think Lewis coaches the women and Burrell coaches the men. Of course, they are both former Olympians and did very well in the Olympics. Our men, matter of fact, I'm going to do two things with the men. Our 4x100 men barely lost to Houston in the 4x100. I think it was 7/1000ths of a second. So it was a photo finish for hundreds of a thousand, but then they had to go to thousandths of a thousand. I think that's how you say it. Somebody can correct me if you want. I really don't care. All I know is it went 0.007, and that was the difference. I think our last runner, our final leg runner, once he saw the guy from the University of Houston coming up beside him, because he actually had a pretty good lead, and the guy made up the difference. Once he saw him come beside him, he leaned just a little bit early. And sometimes leaning can slow you down, especially if you do it too quick. Okay. Also, of course, our 4x400 men won pretty easily and still hold the fastest time that's been run in the world this track and field season. Matter of fact, that includes both college and professional. All right. So we're doing really well there. All right. So our men's golf, let's go to golf. Men's golf played in the MEAC championships and ended up second behind Florida A&M this past weekend. Baseball. Our baseball team did a lot better than they did the first time they played UNCG. They ended up losing by a score of 8-2. I actually went to the game. Just a little bit, mostly because we weren't hitting very well. We didn't hit very well in that game. So, we get people on base, but we couldn't advance them or score them. So we lost 8-2. We went up to Baltimore and played Coppin State and came away with a 3-1 series win. So we did pretty good there. I think we're going to be in the running, or we have clinched or are close to clinching playing in the playoffs. The way they have baseball set up this year is not every team goes to the playoffs, and I don't know the particulars on how many go from of course, baseball is split into the northern and southern divisions. And so they whittled that down to just a portion of the teams in the two divisions. Might be the top two. Probably is the case. Top two in the north and top two in the south, or maybe the top four. I'm not sure. So we'll see how that all plays out. Softball went to UNC Wilmington, and lost their game there. And then we lost the series to North Carolina Central by a series score of 1-3. So they won 3 and we won 1. Our men's tennis team, I think it's MEAC championships, lost by a score of 4-3 to Norfolk State. All right. So just a couple, 2 or 3 things coming up this week. And then I'll get on to the other stuff and be finished here. So Bowling, I think, is going to be participating in the USBC National Championships, which start on Sunday, May 2nd. And then it looks like the schedule goes through Saturday, May 8th. I'm not 100% sure that we're participating there, but you can go and look on the website and see any updates by, say, Sunday, and see what they have out there. Baseball, we start a 4-game series with North Carolina Central. I think that's the case. Yeah. Saturday. Oh, you know what? Friday we play them at 4 o'clock. Then we have a doubleheader on Saturday, and then Sunday we have just one game. So they're all in Greensboro at War Memorial Stadium. So if you can make it over there to see our young men and help support them, that would be great. Softball has Thursday and Sunday doubleheaders. I don't know who it is. I think Sunday is Longwood. And I didn't write down who it is on Thursday. And if I if I go to something else, my camera is going to shut off, so I can't tell you. Matter of fact, just go to ncataggies.com, go into women's sports, go to bowling, and you can see the schedule. All right. 3 more things. What I'm doing right now is I'm making an announcement about a big announcement that I'm going to announce sometime here in the near future. So this is the announcement of a big announcement. So stay tuned. All right. Also, in relation to supporting our athletics, the Aggie Athletic Foundation, please text in all caps Aggie, AGGIE, to 71777 to be able to support our A&T athletics. And then I also do want to remind you about the Queen City chapter of the National Alumni Association has an event this Saturday. It's called Aggie Rides. I'm going to put the link to the video in the comments section again, as well as the details of this week's schedule in the comments. So you can find the information there. Man, the more that we can have participate there, the better. All right. Aggie Pride.